You are listening to DC On Screen.
Welcome into DC On Screen. I'm your host, David C. Roberson. This is my co-host, Jason Goss.
Hello.
And today we're talking about Peacemaker 207, like a Keith in the night.
Mm-hmm. You like it? You like the title?
I like that title. I do.
They've had fun this season.
They have. And so have I.
So far, I believe Jennifer Holland's come up with 2 of them by my count. Can't remember which ones, but I think 2 so far.
I don't know which one. I know one of them.
Ignorance is Chris.
Ignorance is Chris was one of, yes.
Yeah.
She said. Yeah. Well, so this was tragic.
Yes. Tragic, but in so many ways, the thing I've been waiting for this whole time.
No, spoilers. If you haven't seen the episode, go watch the episode and then come back and
Yeah. This is don't come here. Don't come here without knowing more.
Don't come around here no more.
Yeah. That's oof. I had a bad song in my head. Maybe that's gonna be better for a minute. We'll see.
Oh, I don't know. That's like my least favorite Tom Petty song.
It's not great, but enemy of my enemy, you know.
Yeah. My favorite Tom Petty video though. That's the rub.
I don't remember a single video.
That's the one where he's playing the Mad Hatter and they're in Alice in Wonderland. Yeah.
I forgot that was some iconic 90s television right there.
And Alice is like drowning in the giant pitcher of tea.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun. Right. It's a lot of fun.
That was good stuff.
Anywho, getting the tangent out of the way early. Peacemaker 207.
That makes sense. Related. This is the first one with no flashback scene, I believe.
They did cut backs to his brother dying in the Prime universe.
Well, I mean, not the cold, but I think the opening scene every episode so far this season has been like some character's earlier whatever. Mm-hmm. And then I believe this one, maybe it wasn't the first one, but this one it started out, instead of a callback, it was we were right the fuck where we left off last episode.
Yeah.
Which made sense because that's what I wish I was able to have done last episode was get to this more. That was really my only big complaint was it was good. I enjoyed the ride. I enjoyed all the pieces. I just knew we were getting here and I needed the payoff as soon as I could get it.
Yeah. So last week we said, yes, obviously it's been made abundantly clear at this juncture. This is a Nazi universe. But I surmised that there was going to be some other twist that we did not see coming. And I was right. That twist was that Augie is not a fucking Nazi.
Yeah. I mean, well, it does leave a lot up for debate. Like he doesn't like being called that, and he knows what that means. And he's not a fan of what that means. Mm-hmm. But then there was a lot of, and I mean, he makes a good speech about it is a great speech, by the way. Man, does he go out like a king? Yeah, but yeah, it leads to other questions. Like, yeah, you've picked that. That does sound noble the way you put it, but at the same time, you were enjoying a lot of the frills of this society, and you know, I don't know to what extent you may have been able to reach out to say a vigilante at the Sons of Liberty. I don't know. We don't know much about him. It was a good speech though, and I'm glad he went out well.
Yeah, well, I mean, Gunn did say in the Peacemaker podcast that Augie was not a Nazi and he was not a fan of the problems that were going on in his world. Yeah. But, you know, it's a good speech. You're right. It is a good speech because it's exactly the kind of thing that people tell themselves. And not just tell themselves. It's like also people are tired. People just have to live their lives somewhat. Like you can't fight every injustice ever.
No, and it's honestly, that part of that speech is the thing that a lot of people you need to hear when you're getting a little high and mighty is like, do you fight every fucking thing you find every day? No. Yeah. Shut up. Yeah. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. We're all a little bit tired sometimes.
Also, this is an old man. A very old guy.
It does great coming from him.
I wouldn't be able to fly around in that suit and do anything.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of, can I cut straight to one of his moments?
Sure.
Because that speech is fantastic. And really, the whole thing leading up to it, and that trial he does with him is a whole thing I want to get into. But my favorite acting moment out of him, dude, when he's at the door and he steps up to the cop from last season, when he steps up to him and cuts him off, I didn't say he was innocent.
Yeah,
I said he wasn't here. The way he stepped up then is, oh my God, he's still so menacing when he wants to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I am surprised everyone on that porch didn't shrink back about 1.5 inches, 2 inches, just out of just instinct. Like when he said, get off my porch, I would have already been in the process of getting off that man's porch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Would have been saying it to my back.
But, I don't know. We have no idea how much they have gained monetarily from, the Nazis of the world. Like, they're just superheroes who have been running around stopping bad guys. Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe they've gotten, are they doing merchandising? Is that what they're doing? Like, who knows? I
have no idea. And I don't know how the economics are set up in this thing. I don't know if all those niceties are something they've bought or something they were assigned, or like there's any number of things that could be happening here. Like, all I'm saying is the speech sounds nice, but I would require more conversations that were cut off.
Right. Importantly, though, Augie, we kind of know all we need to know. Because Augie is disgusted by the way he was disgusted when he found out that Keith was chasing ads.
Right.
And he was like, we've talked about this. Like, it's like, oh, shit.
I didn't clock that at first. That slipped by me.
He was like, why were you chasing her? Why were you chasing her in the first place?
Yeah. Like I thought they were just having a little kind of tiff. I didn't really register that was him giving friction to his son in that moment. I didn't realize his son's kind of actually a racist dick.
Yeah, no, Keith is totally racist. And he was like, no, dude, we've talked about this. What are you doing? Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, I clocked that fucking immediately. I was like, Augie.
I didn't catch it until later when he was kind of in like the impromptu trial, which great. I mean, oh man, he really does go out well. Like they gave him such a, they talk about it well in their podcast, like how much he gets to kind of adjudicate how kind he is in those moments, how much of a role model he is for Chris that never got to see something like that.
And when he was telling Keith, he was like, no, when I was in the QVC or the QUC, I saw another version of me, and he was not right.
There was something dark about him.
He was something dark about him. Like that other world is like a dark, evil version of our world.
Yeah.
No, it was him. He was the one that was bad.
Yeah, but you know how I clocked that though is in my head. So the way when he was talking about, there was something mean about him. I thought what he meant was, he was mean, like because he had been oppressed by the Nazis not winning. Mm-hmm. Like that, my kindred spirit just living in this fucking terrible universe where our boys didn't win. Like I thought that was the story we were telling.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I was a couple scenes late.
Yeah, and I loved it. I loved the reveal that Augie was saddened by his Chris. And that he loved him, but he knew he wasn't a good person. Like that was kind of a heartbreaking thing to hear him talk about.
It was. That was when it started to hit me like, oh, no, he's fully good. Oh, okay.
Yeah, his best version of this is trying to keep Keith and Chris in line.
Yeah.
And give them something of purpose, some good purpose.
Yeah.
The cops here are bad. That's why he gunned them down. Like,
I mean, yeah. The whole episode did make more sense when you went back. Like, he didn't really mind killing those people in the slightest. He doesn't think they're good people.
Yeah.
For him, collateral damage and I guess like the white sector of Earth X is he doesn't care. I guess. Which is weird because like on the side you're going to kill the cops, but at the same time we have the speech about like I do what I can to fight monsters, which is true, but like I don't know. He's got to dance with ethics a lot.
Yeah. And I think all of us dance with ethics, and maybe not as much as that, but I mean, I think if you're in that situation, if you're
I'm not trying to, save the world where half of the world is actively and openly, it's different. Yeah. Big questions. I didn't know he was asking those kinds of questions.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was, God, I saw Vigilante behind him and I was like, no, fuck, no, please don't. Oh God. That was brutal, dude.
Yeah. You kept thinking he was going to stop, and he just doesn't. Like they cut to the reaction and come back, he's still stabbing.
Mm-hmm. And, yeah, when they were holding down Keith and killing him, just like the way Chris like wailed was like haunting. Like it struck a nerve in my stomach, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, Cena killing it. Mm-hmm. 10 years ago or less, you would not have been able to tell me that the jackass that I'm tired of seeing on all these posters all over the place and t-shirts who were like, you can't see me.
In the denim shorts.
Dude, you would not have been able to tell me this man will be beloved and close to your heart.
Yeah. Like, no, wait for it. The dude in the shorts is going to make you cry in a couple of years. What do you mean? I mean, he's going to activate your nervous system's empathy. It's going to be rough, man. Like, really? That good? Yeah.
While at the same time, fleshing out a comic book character that you are marginally, less than peripherally cognizant of.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Just, you could have killed him in any crisis and no one would have blinked. I think he was probably killed in a crisis or two.
Yeah. You would have laughed and went, oh, well.
Mm-hmm. You would, I remember that guy. All right, good riddance. And moved on. But
that's the kind of character you just like laugh. You're like, oh, they're bringing in some of the old guys that no one remembers to just like, throw a little heft into the story. Look at all these guys getting killed. What if that's your boy Soups?
True. Yeah.
But
it's playing in the background. I just realized he used the same shot in Superman actually of Cena's running away here and Keith flies through it's the same shot almost of Luthor and Superman getting T-boned. Yeah, yeah. I clicked at it, just got to the scene where he screams. It's just rough, man. And yeah, Keith has been absolutely obliterated by the entire team. It was incredible to watch. It's great writing because you watch everyone, the Eagle gets behind him. I mean, like, of course he's going to, but like you're watching full teamwork is what I mean. Even fucking Judo Master is on Chris Smith's side for the moment.
Yeah.
And yeah, he breaks.
Mm-hmm. Man, yeah, it was rough. And I really wanted Harcourt to put a bullet in his head.
I know. You heard the interesting bit though.
Which part?
On the podcast?
I mean, yeah, I know that they said that they were basically setting it up for a possible, arch nemesis situation.
Which is a good one. But in the first draft, she does pull the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what changed. Would love to ask that one. But yeah, I guess he was going to kill Denham here, and maybe not. I mean, well, maybe not. He's definitely going to be alive, and I guess that universe does have a door.
Oh yeah, it does.
So he's got a portal. He can come for him.
He can come for him for sure.
Sure as hell has a reason to. I mean, yeah, like as they pointed out. I mean, you're watching the origin story of a great villain just in real time there at the end.
Yeah, I think it was. One, it caused too many problems. It would cause too many problems between Amelia and Chris.
Yeah.
Two, you are cutting off what could be a great symmetrical villain story. Because you are dealing with a guy who like accidentally killed his brother and his father's a piece of shit and hates him, kills his dad, accidentally kills his alternate self. So because of him, his good alternate dad dies. So now you've got Keith, who's the only son left. He's in Peacemaker's position.
Yeah.
And of course he's going to come for Peacemaker.
Yeah. It mirrors beautifully. Hey, I wonder though, from a writing perspective, and I know Gunn talks a good amount about the kill your babies concept. Like he'll write, he'll tell the audience pretty constantly on threads or whatever, like don't, hey, you're welcome to love any of these people. In fact, I want you to, but I may take them from you. That's how stories work.
Mm-hmm.
So it must be interesting for him to be originally about to kill somebody and just go, yeah, but I want to go in reverse this time. There's too much here that's going to die if I don't. Like, there's too much potential in the story.
Yeah, and I think there's something that has always frustrated me about comic book shows where they will just fucking kill somebody and you'll never see that villain again. And I've always just been like, it's always one of those glaring issues, and it's because you just don't want to pay the actor to come back.
Oh yeah,
because it's going to be too expensive. So you just have to kill the Joker off. You have to kill the Penguin off. You have to kill Two-Face off. So like, And, Marvel did it a bunch too.
Yeah.
So
it's a casualty of how the actual industry works, though.
In comic books, these motherfuckers are never dead. Never. You can see them blown up.
It's weird though. It's like if you took advantage of both systems, well, that's fine. We'll have somebody for a contract. They'll do the thing. The contract expires. We both got what we wanted. You can't have any more leverage than I'd like you to have. We're both going to just move on. I'll do what comic books are capable of doing and revive this character later under a new face. It'll be great. Yeah. Or I'll even use an old face, but not have to pay him as much because that's how that works too. Like, it's weird for that to be the thing, but then when we fully embrace it, for some reason there's a backlash of like, oh, you can't just go full comic book on it and just bring back people willy-nilly. Like, what?
I don't know why.
I think we've proven that if you're not paying attention to the fact that that's not that rule is in theory supposed to exist, no one actually cares.
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember all the particulars, but I remember there was an arc in X-Men. Mm-hmm. There was something like Magneto died in a massive explosion. We didn't see him for a couple of years, and then he came back. But it turned out something magnetic power, something, and maybe some other character. I don't know what the fuck happened, but he was teleported. But then also reversed his aging. So they're like, Magneto's back and he's a fucking baby. Like, it was fucking stupid. It was
lovely.
So
back and better than ever.
It was so dumb. And he was a baby. And then there was another story where it's like a dude shows up and he's like a de-aged Magneto and he's called Joseph, but he has a good heart. And he, maybe it's like a, nature versus nurture. Magnus was a good man. Mm-hmm. And maybe if he doesn't have the Holocaust happen to him, he won't become this guy. And, and then it turns out he's a clone. I don't know. There's always a way. There's always a way.
Yeah. And they get extraordinary. And then of course there's always you can just add a superpower at any given time and say, oh, it regenerates also.
Right. Well, you remember in the end of Uncanny X-Men 273 when he got that blood transfusion from Wolverine? No?
Yeah.
Well, turns out we didn't know that Eric was dying.
Yeah.
But he thought, ding, ding, what if I capture this motherfucker, do me a little blood transfusion, then I'll have my I don't know. That shit didn't happen as far as I know, but it could. Because comic books.
Well, in DC, it'll be like, yeah, that was a big, crazy scene, right? But it happened above a Lazarus pit. So we're good.
That explosion was massive. It took out a big chunk of ground. There was a Lazarus pit underneath it.
But it turned out there was an underground well.
That's what kills me. Like you'll see people online and stuff. They're like, "Oh, this just took it out of it for me," and I'm like, "Took me out of it." I'm like, "It's a comic book. This is part of the joy of it. Is laughing with your friends about this shit. Like, man, I didn't know they had Lazarus pits at the Quickie Mart. You know, whatever it was.
It was a supply duct, a city supply duct from 200 years ago.
I mean, I'll tell you it was stupid. Don't worry about that. I'll laugh and tell you, yeah, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But also, source material.
As he was dying, his hospice worker lit some incense that turned out to be a flower from Nanda Parbat. There's 1,000 ways. I mean, you can make up new ones as you go. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter. I mean, Sons, you can make Sons just do stuff if you want to.
I mean, they literally killed Jason Todd and brought him back to life because Superboy Prime was punching at the fucking walls of reality. Isn't that how that happened?
I don't remember. He was punching through the walls of reality at some point.
It was like undoing things from Crisis or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but I forget what. There's something else involved with Todd's resurrection, but I can't remember it either.
Yeah. There was a couple of fake outs where it was like, this happened, and then it turned out it was Clayface. Maybe that was in Hush.
I mean, the problem with Superboy Prime, that little jackass, is like you'll put him in a universe and he'll just literally punch his way through into another universe. It's just, he's incorrigible.
No, I don't think they wanted to deal with all the Superboy punching reality. So, like in Under the Red Hood, the animated movie, I think literally Ra's al Ghul just said, "Hey, this will be fun," and just dug the fucker up.
Yeah,
and threw him in a Lazarus pit.
That sounds right. Yeah, you don't fuck with Bruce. That to me sounds like the more realistic Jason Todd story. Honestly, that's a better origin to me in general. Just Rage being like, you know what, this would be a great psyop. I'm just going to throw his, I'm going to zombify his old assistant. That'll be fantastic.
Yeah. Just telling Ubu, like, this would be pretty good. The detective will be so angry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm. Continue petting your cat.
Keep digging, Ubu.
Uh-huh.
Infidel. Shut up, Ubu. Well, there's no one here but us.
Yep.
Keep digging, Ubu. I'll teach him to knock up my daughter that we don't know about yet.
Right.
I don't know why my Ra's al Ghul started to become Old Greg.
It does get flat into Old Greg, yeah, eventually. Or at least it becomes your Old Greg impression, at least. I don't remember when I actually saw, if I actually really ever saw Old Greg, the sketch.
You saw my downstairs mix-up.
It's just been your reenactment of it my entire life.
Yeah. Your entire life.
Well, yeah.
Your entire life.
Yeah. The entirety of my life, of which this has been a piece of it, has been your retelling of it.
I cannot imagine you enjoying the Mighty Boosh.
It really wasn't up my alley. Which is funny because at some point Noah Feldman became the best part of the Great British Baking Show. But
Noah Fielding?
Fielding, thank you.
Okay.
But even then, I don't mean that he stole the show. I mean he was only that good as part of the team. Let's be sure.
You know what?
I don't want to speak ill of the rest of the cast of British Breaking Show.
Fielding's fun. I do enjoy him on panel shows. Like, I do think you would like Taskmaster, and all of that shit's on YouTube, by the way. Yeah. And he's on one season of Taskmaster, and he's funny and he's weird.
Yeah.
That's just him. He's just a bizarre piece of shit. Like, I mean that in a nice way. He seems like a nice guy. Yeah. Anyway, no Fielding's luxury comedy. I'm not into. Mighty Boosh. It was closer to my kind of comedy. It was just a little less. It was a little more tethered in reality, even though it's weird as fuck anyway.
Yeah. I do plenty of weird, but it has to be flavors. And you never know which flavor is going to be right with weird.
Right. But you never know what kind of flavor he's going to do. That's the other thing.
That is strange too. That's hard to predict.
He's going to, like he's got like a Brooklyn cop character who has a talking stab wound on his shoulder. Mm-hmm. And that shit is funny as hell to me. That's on luxury comedy. I don't know why that's funny to me.
I even the premise, I got nothing. Might be better when I see it, but even the premise, it just sounds good.
I know. Like, there's no part of that show that when I look at it, I go, Jason would enjoy it. Nope.
Yeah. Just not.
Nope. I don't think so.
I'm on another avenue, and that's one alley. Yeah. I'm not up it.
Like, Bethany will like walk around sing. They have like a soup song where they sing about soup, and she's got different like songs and stuff that she like sings from Mighty Boosh. And every time I hear it, I go, and Jason would hate that.
That might kill him. Oh, I think I've tried it about 5 seconds, maybe 3 or 4 minutes of Mighty Boosh somewhere accidentally, and just went, no, I'm good.
I think there's
even the stuff that I just have nothing for. I've tried a few minutes of.
I think there's like an absurdist, surreal comedy bone that I have. Like I think I'm a good middle ground between you and Bethany in a lot of ways. Mm-hmm. So like when she really loves a thing like that, and I'm like, it's a bit much. It's all right. I can laugh at it. But what I really laugh at is thinking about how much you would hate it. That's where I derive my joy.
I genuinely think there's a bit of shock in people, like even old gun, trauma era stuff, like it or trauma, whatever that was called.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of thinking it's funny because of how other people are going to react. That I don't really have a bone for it.
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't. I can't think of a time when that hit me a certain kind of way. I don't think it's one that I've been into.
Yeah,
but it's a whole ass comedy style.
Yeah, and there are different versions of that. I wouldn't put the gun trauma stuff in with what Noel Fielding does either.
No, not at all. He just he mentioned that like some of the early trauma stuff he was enjoying, like making people not like things, and like it's something he's talked about recently. Is like, yeah, what I'm enjoying more these days is doing stuff that everyone's going to like with me.
Yeah, it does. I don't know. I get it.
Yeah.
As the man who made Man Milk.
Yeah.
That is still currently available on YouTube.
Right. Video, not the product.
All right. I take a certain joy in doing something that people are just not going to get and going to be really upset about. And that video has worked in that regard. Like, people do not enjoy that video.
It was predictably disagreeable. I did great. Yeah.
Yeah. It makes me laugh.
Yeah.
But
it made me laugh.
We'll see. You might be closer to us than we thought.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's flavors. I like a certain amount of absurdism. I've got plenty of Monty Python in my back catalog, but it really just has to be a certain kind of way, and you have to be in the right mood for it.
Yeah, I think you would like certain. I do think you would probably like the old Greg episode of Mighty Boosh. I do think you would like that one. And I think you would like the Crack Fox.
The one I tried if I was going to, and
I think you would like the Crack Fox episode, but it's just a crack addict fox living in a pile of trash outside of their apartment. That is the creepiest looking puppet you've ever seen in your life.
It just have to hit me a certain kind of way.
He brings him in and he sits him down. He's like, "Would you like a drink?" And, "Oh, sure." And he like hands Noel Fielding like a little cup, and Noel Fielding starts to drink it, and he goes, "What is it?" And he starts to drink it, and the Crack Fox goes, "Blood from a cat's face?" Oh God! It's just
I don't know
what the fuck. Like, who comes up with that?
Yeah. Which I enjoy sometimes, but it really does have to be in the right spot for me.
Yeah. Anyway,
like because to some extent it's like, hey, what if this guy goes out and does this and it's weird? Like, but I grew up with a masturbating bear. I don't
see, but that's kind of the, I don't know, genre or feeling that ropes me in and makes me feel like Mighty Boosh shit is relevant to me.
Yeah. Well, even then, like the Conan masturbating bear type is. I mean, I was even in on the joke about that being a watered down version of the absurdity. Like, this is what we can get on TV, and like, yeah, I was good with that. But just it still only hits me about 20% of the time, I feel like.
Yeah, I just love the absurdity of it. The S&M Lincoln, the Triumph, the insult comic dogs. Look, I had to I didn't really explain anything. I just laughed maniacally as my grandmother got very angry at Abraham Lincoln coming out with leather straps on.
Oh, lovely.
And a ball gag.
Of course.
I was like, "You watched this show?" Well, to be fair, I've never seen this specific character.
Of course.
All right, so let's talk about the Hitler wall.
Okay. let me click back to it. It is a thing to behold. I won't waste time trying to find it, but if I can find it, it's wonderful. Just for my own edification, don't worry.
I think if I had written the scene, because like what we're dealing with, she's like, "Dude, like, how did you not notice there are no people of color?" Well, I don't know. I just didn't notice. I mean, they have Mein Kampf on every desk. I don't read. I don't know. There's a giant Hitler mural.
The giant fucking mural of Hitler. Yeah, and it really is the whole wall. I can't stress enough that it's just painted right up to the corners.
Yeah.
And this is a room we've spent a lot of time in this season, by the way.
It is. It is, absolutely. And I had the response for Chris, and I wish they'd had it. I wish he had said, "I thought he was the CEO." Like,
I mean, but it'd be borderline impossible not to even see that wall and notice I'm staring at it now because I did find it paused. 2 swastikas and an iron cross on that wall.
Yeah. Dude, though, like, okay, I know you've delivered pizzas.
Uh-huh.
And other foods.
Mm-hmm. Thousands of pizzas, or feet of pizzas.
There is a thing you do where you'll have like a whole bunch of pizzas.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to go deliver to some company. Companies are fucking weird.
They are.
Because they will have murals of the founder. They will have like some weird fucking painting on one of their big walls.
Those are churches. You may have taken it to the wrong place.
No. Yes, but no. Here's my point, though.
Uh-huh.
You go to these places, you see some big piece of artwork, and you see some dude, and like, I don't know who that is. You don't even acknowledge it. You just like, yeah, there's artwork in places.
Yeah, he's probably in charge. He probably paid for that crap.
Like, oh, you just kind of like out of the corner of your eye, you see some dude, and you're just like, whatever. And then you see a cross, and believe it or not, like, I don't know about, where they are located, as far as where it fits in the Bible Belt.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I could totally see just seeing iron crosses and just being like, yeah, Christianity, we know.
But,
you know what I mean? Like, because we're in Alabama.
No, that part, yes. The swastika, that's borderline impossible to mix up. But just a little like I think it's an iron cross, whatever the thing is, though, is like I regularly kind of have an ankh on. I used to sometimes do still, but I sometimes have an ankh on. You'd be amazed how many people told me they liked my cross. You're just amazed. It's just absolutely stunning.
Yeah, I've got one for you.
Mm-hmm.
Several years ago, decades ago, my mom was like really into lighthouses. And she bought this lighthouse, and she's just in love with it. She's like, oh, it's so pretty. This is the best one I own. Da, 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 da. And I'm looking at it. I kind of started chuckling. I was like, it's an interesting sort of a windmill thing going on with it, don't you think? It's like a lighthouse, but it's also like a windmill. She's like, yeah. That's one of the things I liked about it. It's so weird. And I was like, yeah. You notice the blades look like a swastika, right? And she's like looking at it. I'm like, it's even fucking red, Mom. She's like looking at it. She's like, oh, Dave, now I'm going to have to put it away. I can't have that out. I didn't even think of a damn swastika.
It's really unfortunate that that's also kind of like, if I were just going to make like a little logo for like a turbine. Yeah, this might be what I would kind of try to do, because it looks like something that's crossy like that, that's kind of in motion, spinning.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put a little circle in the middle of it.
I think that it might have just been a windmill, like it just because it was shaped kind of like a lighthouse and had like a little platform on top, doesn't make it a lighthouse.
Yeah,
but nevertheless, dibs was swastikas.
This was.
She's like, why would they? She said. She said, why would they sell it there? All the employees are black. And I was like, I don't know. Well,
I forget the examples, man. I've seen, I think it was maybe because this trended for a second, that I saw a couple other things that were like products that accidentally got sold, and you'd be amazed. I still don't completely understand what the Peacemaker Fortnite situation is.
Did they make the dance? Did they make the dance not realizing he was doing swastika arms?
I think that was it. I'm very out of loop on this one. Because I guess that, like when he's doing the thing with where the arms go up and down on his side kind of situation, it turns into a hell symbol. For a second.
Yeah.
Okay. I get it. Kind of funny if that's the case. It means you didn't see that coming and then loaded the whole skin pack, and like I don't know if they did either. Like in episode 1, he was doing the same dance. I don't know if it's sorry,
So. Yeah. By the way, it's really hard to draw a swastika.
Why?
What do you mean? I don't know. I don't remember like what they look like well enough, like while I'm doodling it. So I'm just kind of like, it always just looks like a hand that's been mangled by a bat. Like someone is just like beating the fuck out of someone and their fingers are all like broken and shit.
So take any finesse out, make it as simple as you can. Mm-hmm. Make sure that only an idiot would remember the symbol. Then draw it again. Mm-hmm. That might help.
I can't do it.
I think your hands. It's It's going to be too
body-
dumb for your hand to draw.
My body doesn't want
Yeah.
my hand to draw it. That's the issue.
This is the opposite of automatic routing. There's a not Nazi ghost in you that's just like, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't let him do it. You keep trying to do it. It keeps nudging your finger to the left. Damn it.
Yeah.
Can't get the line straight.
Yeah. I remember an old roommate of mine was like, comes into my room and talking to me, and he looks down, and I had a notebook just sitting on the bed, you know, and there are all these swastikas all over it. He's like, what the fuck? You know, he was Jewish, you know?
Yeah. You're prone to ask. Yes.
I was like, oh yeah, sorry. You know, I just like draw what I'm watching. And he's like, what were you watching? I was like, I was watching American History X. Like, I'm not in favor of the swastika, but there were swastikas all over the fucking place in that movie.
Yeah.
So I was just realizing, like, God, it's so hard to draw that.
One of the least graphic things you could have drawn in that movie, honestly. But
And he was like, yeah, they're fucked up swastikas. Like, those swastikas.
those are shite. Yeah.
It's like,
You suck at this.
he's like, if a Nazi saw you trying to draw that,
They would have to kill you.
they would just put you in the chamber. Stop. They would assume the
you-
worst.
They would assume you were taking the piss. I'll be honest. They would assume you're making fun of them.
I think he was saying they would
The road
assume I
is
was
joker in the
mentally challenged.
Yeah,
I think
of
that's what he was insinuating.
Of course.
He wasn't a nice guy.
Yeah. This one thing while they're running out of this early scene, just leaving the mural. It's a great scene. It's in the whole season has done a wonderful job of going into the intro music.
Mm-hmm.
This one, no exception, of course. Couple spots on it I really loved, but there's this. So he breaks up with softcore, is what Jennifer Holland was calling her earlier on.
Right.
Threads. Great, but he breaks up with her. You know, great scene. We're gonna start a fight. That one guard, ooh, he dead. He's so dead. If he's not, he is being fed with a spoon for the rest of his life. Because that's important to remember. These people, they're just left behind. This universe didn't get any better. Like they didn't do anything to save it. Like they're just gonna have to go back to their world, their problems, to some, or at least this episode they did. I don't know what we're gonna do next episode. But yeah, as they're leaving, a couple shots that I love. In particular, you see the way he grabs that guy's forehead on the way out.
Yep. I tried to see if it was Rick Flag.
That would have been great. It really would have been fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, I wonder if this Rick Flag is a secret son of liberty, or if he's probably just a Nazi. He looks like a pretty underfoot character.
Yeah. An underfoot character. He had an incel vibe.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like the way and then the other agent falls down at the same time. It took me a second to realize, like, I think Hardcore just throws Mein Kampf at the one guy's head. Which is also fantastic. But right before they run out, there's this little moment, and it gels well later on the motorcycle. There's one little moment right before they run out, between the actual beat up and between them just seemingly bullying the two guys on the way out of the office, because they weren't trying to fight them.
Mm-hmm.
Like they could have left those two alone. But yeah, Hardcore smiles at him. Like there's a genuine, tender, I'm enjoying this with you kind of smile. It was real cute. Fits really well with the motorcycle thing later.
Yeah.
Another moment that Cena could get an award for by itself. Her too, but
oh, absolutely. I love that, like, as they're on the motorcycle and the cops are coming for them, and they both know that the cops are behind them.
Yeah.
The way she leans in, like, she's just like, you know what, we're about to die. I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, let's just, like, lean into this and give in and just hug this man.
Just going to have one moment. Just getting bad out there. Just going to have one moment for us. Yeah.
And the way he squeezed her hand, the whole thing, just gorgeous. Wonderful.
And it's really, there's a look on his face. I don't know, man. It reminds me of a certain kind of feeling. Like there's an infatuation period, with when you're falling in love. Like there's a there's kind of a thing that really does happen. Like your skin tingles when you're in that period and that person touches you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like he even has like a look in his eyes.
Neuropathy.
Yeah.
It's because you just ate the box of chocolates they gave you.
Yeah. I mean, that is mostly mushroom-induced psychosis. But short of that, it's like he has like this oxytocin kind of drop in his eyelids when she puts her head on the back of his neck there. And like it cuts around to him, and he does, like his whole face drops. Like he it's just a fantastic fucking job of acting toward the television screen here. Like just gorgeous. Yeah, there's a moment right there where I think he hopes they get shot right then.
Mm-hmm.
That is all. That's all he's got in him. Call it. It was sad a second ago, or it was a few seconds later when they were about to just go down in like Bonnie Clyde style, but
man,
real happy for him right then though.
Yeah, for that second.
Yeah.
I was real happy for Ads and Judo Master as well.
They were great.
They were great. It was wonderful to see their relationship, their friendship budding.
Mm-hmm. I love the starting point. You know, didn't seem like a fair fight.
Yeah, absolutely. And I figured Judo Master would be the one to save her.
Yeah.
Like he's been skulking around going, nope, this shit ain't right.
Yeah, I thought if he was alive, that was great. But I thought there was a chance we were going to hop up in this universe and find him lynched or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like properly actually lynched. Like there was a chance that he was going to be one of the things that Gunn was like, yeah, I know you like him. That's why I warned you.
Uh-huh.
He is a crowd favorite for a reason. But like, and yeah, like that, we finally got a little bit of his story here. Him, by the way, he might have had one of the funniest lines here just with his, what'd he say? Like 4.
Yeah. That's the most people I've killed in a swimming pool with a telephone wire. How many people did you kill in a swimming pool with a telephone wire before? 4.
Really knocked it out of the park with this round. What was what follow-up questions? What was before 4? Probably 2. Like he didn't say this was more than the other time.
Mm-hmm.
I killed a bunch of people in a pool with a telephone wire. And then he didn't say that other time when I killed a bunch of people in the pool with a cable wire.
Mm-hmm.
Makes you think there are iterations.
Yeah, it does. Different wires.
Different wires, possibly different bodies of water and names.
Oh, yeah. My wife brought this to my attention.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I heard him say it, but when Augie and Keith save Chris and Amelia, and Augie says, come with me if you want to live.
Yeah. Yeah.
She was like, he said the thing from the thing. And I was like, what thing?
Went right by me
like,
too.
Terminator. And I was like, is that a thing?
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what's worse? I even knew it was a thing, that's a trope line.
I thought it was from Predator.
I guess it's from him. I knew that was a trope line and that we were making a joke reference to that kind of bad trope line. Like I knew that was a joke about bad action trope lines. It completely fucking went over my head that was the guy.
Yeah. Now, not only is it like she pointed out that it was Kyle Reese in the first Terminator who says, come with me if you want to live, when she's like running from Terminator. Mm-hmm. It's also in T2 that had Robert Patrick in it.
Yeah.
And that was the flip, was that Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator is like, come with me if you want to live.
Right.
So like it was in both of them.
Yeah.
For some reason I thought I switched it up with get to the chopper.
Yeah. I mean, like, there's only a couple phrases that I forgot that franchise owned that phrase and that he was really a part of it. In that real of a capacity. It completely slipped by me.
It normally doesn't. Like, I got it in Wayne's World 2. You remember that?
No. I don't think I ever saw Wayne's World 2.
Wayne is trying to get to a chapel or something to stop Tia Carrera from getting married to some dude. Mm-hmm. And he gets pulled over and the cop walks up and it's fucking Robert Patrick and he just holds up a picture of John Connor and goes, have you seen this boy? And fucking Mike Myers looks at the camera and goes, ah! And like drives away.
That's good. I think I saw the first one and then never really heavily considered grabbing the second. There's
there's some stuff to it that's good.
I clicked ahead here. There's a spot. I think I just realized it. If you heard that episode, so they kind of talked about how what's it, Sacha Bordeaux, like she just kind of struts everywhere, like she walks really well.
Mm-hmm.
Happened to just run across and see one of those scenes. Yes, she does. They're not wrong. She's
like a runway model.
Yeah, she's an absolute. She kills. But I just also realized that most of those scenes, she's standing next to Rick Flag, who is a full head above her.
Mm-hmm.
So like I think she's doing a really great job of looking like she's very in control of having to walk very fast to walk next to the guy next to her.
Yeah.
But they got me to the other big thing with this episode is the other Superman crossover with
Sid Happerson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Happerson, yeah, that was his name. Glasses is how I remember it mostly.
Uh-huh.
I love this little bit. This is going to be part of the world building that they're doing with this episode. Is Happerson, of course, wants to know what's in it for me, and Rick just says, "Well, your buddy Luther said you'd do it," and he with a tremble in his voice says, "No, don't tell him I said anything. I've got it."
Yeah.
So from prison, Luthor still has enough juice on this guy that he is actively afraid of him.
Yeah. Like, look, we promised Lex certain things if you could do this, so you don't want to make him angry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's a good point, though. If you've been close enough to Lex to see what that's like, would you want to be on the other side of a plan that he has?
Yeah.
If he's got ambitions about something and you're near the fire, you either get the fuck in or get further away, or you're going to get out, or you're going to get burned. Like, he is charming. The guy's growing on me, though. Happerson is.
Happerson's all right. He kind of bugs me. I would not. If the day comes where we see his head blasted right off of his body, I won't shed a tear.
Oh, I don't think I'm going to be super attached to him, but I liked him just fine.
I say that. I would have thought that about several other things as well, but Gunn tricked me there too.
Right. True.
So,
true.
What am I going to do?
No. Just went back to more judo and Adebayo, and yeah, great conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderfully timely, of course.
Timely, scrobbly.
Yeah. This cracked me up. He does Gunn scripted in a small endorsement for his favorite bands here. Like he lays out some of his favorite glam rock cheese bands and then just sort of has her explain. And I'll be damned if I wasn't a little compelled by her argument.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look, if you just get past the cheese, there's a lot of this and this and this. And like, okay, yeah, okay. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
If you get past the basic conceit of whatever version of music you're trying to enjoy, whatever that conceit is, if you can get into the language it's using, you'll probably like it. And it probably relates to the things you liked before in another way.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. But I don't like the cheese metal as much. So like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. I mean, I've got stuff like that you're not really into, like Billy Joel.
Yeah, I'm just never gonna care that much. I'll find spots where I'm I can get into a song here and there, but especially with a canon that big, God, I'd be an idiot not to find like 2 or 3.
Yeah. I can imagine you would like songs from an Italian restaurant.
Yeah, that is pretty much the one that I have. Is the Vienna Vienna Waits for You is the only song of his that I have on any playlist whatsoever.
Well, that's a different song.
I thought it was off that album.
It probably is.
Yeah, I think that's the album art I keep saying, but I could have that wrong too.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
I know not of.
I've listened to enough Billy Joel where and the canon is big enough to where I'm now a little fuzzy on where certain songs are.
What decade it might be from, anything like that. Yeah.
Which decade, where like I could probably pick out anything from the Nylon Curtain.
True.
That was an incredibly underrated album, which is why Legends of Tomorrow will always have my heart, because they did a whole episode with Ray and Nate geeking out about Billy Joel and discussing specifically the fact that the Nylon Curtain is one of his most underrated albums.
That's funny.
Because I love that album.
That is pretty good.
So, yeah.
Well, I ended up in a conversation last night with somebody who did the thing that we often do, where this was a guy that was in his 50s, and he was, he did the thing where you kind of automatically apologize for like, hey, I just started listening to this band. He's like, I know they're from like the 90s, but I just found them. And as he did that, reflexively, I realized we don't have to do that anymore. Right? We just don't have to do that anymore. There's no time to genres. Genres don't matter. It's the same Spotify list. The playlists are broken. The genres don't matter. Time doesn't matter. Just fucking listen. You don't have to apologize for finding a band from the 80s or from 10 years ago anymore, apparently.
No.
It's the upside of certain things not mattering is that certain things don't matter.
Well, also, he's of that age, so people are so hateful. They're hateful about that kind of thing.
Well, yeah, but I think that part we are going to be able to maybe retire the idea that you were supposed to have known that music already, or you're supposed to have found that already, or you weren't supposed to find that because you're this age and that was this age. And I think we're about to be past that if we're not already. Yeah. Probably
God,
are.
Like growing up, dude, like Matt Carroll, from MCU Cast was so hateful about that shit to me. It's like, can't believe you're listening to Counting Crows. That shit's like 2 years old. I'm like, just let me like Mr. Jones, all right? For fuck's sake.
I just not met Mr. Jones, for God's sake.
I spent 2 years going back and tracking down Tom Petty stuff.
Yeah.
From the 70s and 80s.
Yeah. It's really always been the case that you could be in a bubble and things changed. Like there's not monoculture like there used to be. There was a time when you couldn't avoid a thing, and it was the same thing that everyone else on the planet couldn't avoid because all the things were pointing you that way. And it works differently now.
Yeah. Yep. Things are a little weird now. And I don't know what to say about it.
I'm not quite sure either. I do want to give a quick shout out to Economos in this one.
Okay.
The comedy is always there. It's like a joke they hit twice where every time he tries to lie, he just goes straight to like, oh, you're just a lie detector.
Yeah.
I think they hit that joke 2 or 3 times where he just starts to and like someone in the room gives up way before he does. The lie that he can't even try.
Yep.
Enjoy that run bit.
I wish I remembered what Augie said to him.
I don't remember which time.
There was some bit where he was just like...
There's one. I mean, wait, I don't know who these people are. What's this weird costume he's wearing? I'm unfamiliar with it. That's great.
Where he was just like, no, you didn't say anything untrue or something like that. He's like, oh, damn it. I don't remember what it was, but it was really funny.
Yeah. I'm clicking around real quick to see if there's anything. Oh, Eagly with the string.
Dude, that was so funny to me. That had Baby Groot with a thumb written all over it for me. Yeah. I'm glad they didn't extend the bit, but I did love that he just came over and dropped the string. He's like, the fuck do you think I want a string for?
Yeah. Yeah, he drops the string. This was great. All right, so he drops the string, and then he goes straight for the refrigerator. He's like, you selfish fucking eagle, or whatever.
Yeah. And
for some reason, I feel like Eagly knows what he's saying to him to some extent. Yeah. And like to the end. This is how crazy the show has you sometimes. When he drops the string and then walks away, and John's like, "You fucking dumbass eagle," blah blah blah. For a second, I was like, "Wait, let the eagle cook." I don't know what this show's capable of. For all I know, he's about to make a weird rescue with a string. Hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's just gonna get baloney. Never mind. All right, never mind.
But as Gunn pointed out on the show, he is smart enough to like do the lineup with the rest of them.
Yes, that was great too. I want to click to that just to see it myself. Yeah, he thinks he's one of them,
What is that from? That's from something where God, I can't remember what it was now. Something where it was basically making fun of people and what they're what we as a whole in society find amusing, how easily we're amused. We're like looking at a pet and we're like, he thinks he's people.
Yeah, you can anthropomorphize something and we are absolutely in immediately.
It's like you put a hat on a dog and we lose brain cells.
Yeah, it's rough.
Well, I don't.
It is rough. I mean,
I'm sure people are fucking stupid.
I'm sure we could find an animal and a wardrobe that would get you. Maybe not. I'm not saying all the time. Not saying it's going to be a new, hobby. But I'm sure we could waste a few. I think it's just too human a response. I could find the right chimp in the right dress or something.
I mean, I think the closest I've gotten is just laughing at something you've done with your dogs and going, "You're smarter than this, man."
No one is. It's great. So Speaking of, something I want to point out
as I'm taking a picture to send to Bethany.
Yeah, as you're actively enjoying the chicanery. Something I want to point out about Eagly walking up with the rest of them is, and I love how much they know. If you're really in this scene, if I was really walking with a group of 5 people and there was really an eagle next to me that thought he was one of us and was kind of like walking, I would not be able to be in that moment anymore. I would have to be like, guys, y'all realize the eagles? This is awesome. Y'all realize the eagle's with us? Like check out everybody. Like I would be telling the people with guns, like, yeah, hold on, the eagle. Watch, look, it's adorable.
Dude, yeah, it is totally a missed opportunity. Like I know it would have absolutely tread all over, stomped upon that dramatic scene. But part of me wishes Langston Fleury had been like, the duck thinks he's people.
Arrest them and the duck.
Peacemaker's parrot thinks that he's one of us.
Yeah. No. Even because we don't know exactly the form that he's got. Like, everyone goes to arrest someone, Flurry for a second, like without a dance partner, doesn't know who he's arresting, and he looks at the duck, or he looks at the duck. He goes over to Eagly and like tries to arrest him, but he reaches like 4 feet above him with the handcuffs.
Uh-huh.
And I guess handcuffs, because why not? I don't know what the bird's shaped like anyway.
Yeah. There's another version of this where, like, in my head, where they all approach and Judo Master slowly takes his position on the other side. Mm-hmm. And in my head, there's a version where when he does that, Langston, confused, walks over to the Peacemaker's side. And they're like, Flurry, what are you doing? He's like, I thought we were doing a thing. We were
just kind of trading. I didn't know.
I thought it was like an exchange program.
Like if he came over here and I thought I was as close as we had to equal, so I would go over there.
Oh, God.
I would have enjoyed that.
But he's like, well, technically, I am John's boss. You are not my boss.
Yeah.
I technically am.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let me ask you this, though. In the walkover, by the way, the thing I love so much about that is that it's how normal it is for everyone to just accept that Eagly's part of the team. Absolutely. I love it. It makes me so happy about the show. But what do you register at all about Judo's? Did you watch his face at all when he pops over to the other side?
There's a resolve there. Like, I have to do this.
Like a little.
But
did you catch hesitancy? Or
I didn't feel like there was hesitancy. He also did not hesitate to back them up on their lie.
He did not. And what's funny is like even Cena kind of like looks at him. He sees him cross over. He gives him like 2 different looks, and there's an understanding there. I don't know. A lot of the writing in this scene happens in looks, and I love it because the interpretation's great.
Yeah, it's a look that says like that sucks.
That's your take on it, Rip. Like, yeah,
like yeah. There's like we know that you have to do this, but now maybe you hopefully like us, and that will come out in our favor a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I saw hesitancy because like there's a moment where he kind of like leans his body forward, and I get there was a sense of I don't know. There was a sense of like, and I'm supposed to go over there, and it's I'm definitely going over there because there's no way I'm standing right here for what's about to happen. But I don't know. It didn't feel right for a second for Judo Master. I liked that.
Mm-hmm.
I wish we had a few more seconds of Langston's kind of a little bit of his reaction to that scene. Like the duck thing would completely kill it. We'd need to avoid the duck situation for now, but I would have liked to have seen some of that. Yeah.
It's a little, it's on both sides for me where I'm like, God, I know why you cut it. I know why. There's no version of this where that was a thing.
No.
As far as I know.
No.
But I understand why that's not a thing.
Yeah. Even if it had occurred to him, I understand the edit.
Like, it's not a situation where I need you guys to write in and be like, no, I don't like Billy Corgan's voice, Dave. You're wrong.
Yeah. Don't worry. We got it. I promise. It's fine.
That's the last time someone wrote in to tell me I was wrong. It was a long time ago.
I mean,
'cause I'm usually pretty right, honestly. I'm a pretty great guy.
Except for about Billy Corgan's voice and enjoying
I don't
it.
want to toot my own horn. I like his voice.
Honestly, I think I was in that group. I'm definitely in the minority where I'm like, oh, the music's great. I just wish I could listen to like the karaoke track all the time.
Yeah.
Just exclusively that. Like I'll sing along if I feel like it, and that's it.
Yeah. And by the way, I don't think I'm right all the time.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
No, I wasn't telling you. I was telling them. You're usually privy to my my deep spirals of self-doubt. You know I don't think I'm right about anything.
True,
yeah. We have gone this entire episode and not talked about the Adrians.
Oh God, yes we have. And my God, if that flip didn't steal the fucking show out of a show of shows.
Yeah, that was some Power Ranger shit, dude.
What
I was down though.
I'm not even sure the Power Rangers had that shit in them.
I mean,
that was some Power Rangers 3.0 flipping.
Yeah, I loved it. It
was great.
I was upset that, our vigilante killed Augie, but
of course, and he does get to defend himself as they're walking away and
yeah,
seeing as that goddamn everyone in that scene is fucking killing it. Peacemaker destroys it the entire time. But yeah, they give Vigilante a scene in the back. He had Economist tied up. Like he had due cause, kind of not due cause for like a Julius Caesar amount of stabs.
Mm-hmm.
But like he stabbed him. He stabbed him so many times. Like I'm surprised the head was still attached.
Yeah, that was so rough to watch.
It was.
So
we all watched it.
I don't know what's about to happen because Gunn is talking about he doesn't know if there's going to be a Peacemaker season 3.
We don't. So, important note for all viewers, I would do my suggestion. What I'm going to do is take this one for the last. Like, go into this episode assuming that this might be the last Peacemaker and relish it for what it might be, because it might be.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what he means by that. It's not like if the numbers aren't there, then he would have to make that decision. I think the numbers probably are there if he wants to keep it. May not be enough for it to be there to continue it. The show may be doing enough that it may be in that area where he kind of can't keep it a TV show because the budget's not going to work anymore that way. And a lot of good reasons this could go. Don't fall for all the James Gunn saying. I haven't even seen these headlines yet, but I'm just anticipating. Of course, it's going to be a lot of headlines that say Gunn admits that Peacemaker 3 is not going to happen because the whole thing's a fucking failure. That's bot trolling bullshit. Don't worry about it.
No, he has plans for these characters.
Yeah, like if anything,
he has
he's gonna
said
have to
over and over again.
Divvy the 11th Street cuts up because it's paying all 11 is going to be rough.
And also, if you listen to the Peacemaker official podcast for this episode, they're literally talking about like, yeah, it's got to be a while, but I'd love to do an Eagly special. Like they're actually talking about like how great it would be to like go back and show certain things with Eagly and how he met Chris. And by the way, he knows where Chris's mom is. And
yeah. And he was sure. I know exactly where she is. I don't want to say anything. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like I had a person in
end.
mind to cast this season. Didn't do it. Shit.
Yeah, this is not going to be this is not the end, but at the same time, like he has been weird about like whether or not there'll be another Peacemaker season.
Yeah. I think if anything, what we're talking about, because the momentum's there, this is doing well. I mean, even by the conspiracy theory bullshit of internet streaming numbers, this is doing just fine. There's nothing about it that would have to end. And on top of that, the guy who enjoys it the most and is cutting the paychecks, actually, I mean, like it wouldn't be a good strategy at this point to start taking hits on anything and just making it because you want to make it.
Right.
But he could.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it, I don't know if anyone, like no one would maybe stop him unless the merger happens and then somebody pulls some shit, but we'll see. But like
scary talk.
Yeah, but they're going to have to go into contracts that already exist. And like, it's going to be hard to, there's a lot of stuff that could happen. It's a very distracting topic to think about though.
It is. I'm terrified just thinking about it. Like I'm going to call it, man. Like if that merger happens and fucks up Gunn's plan, I'm not saying we're ending this podcast. I'm just saying it'll probably be called something different and we won't be talking about DC anymore. It'll be on this channel. It'll be me and you fucking around and talking like we always do.
Yeah.
We just might not focus on DC comics anymore.
Yeah. We're doing ghosts. Great.
Like, nope, we've been through 3 fucking universes.
Yeah. That would be like, it's one thing to go from a universe coming and going. We watched a universe kind of come and go organically, though. Well, I mean, you can argue about its ins and outs, but like we watched it come and go in real time over a decade. And this one, though, I could watch it come and go over a part of my lifetime if that's how nature takes its course. But if
that's how nature takes its course.
But like if there's just a regime change here and it just gets scuttled and gutted in a way, that'll be a little disheartening. I don't know how much of that I can really like carry the momentum forward on. We'll have to see what projects are going to be still available at that time, or like what got bounced down. We'd see.
Yeah.
At the time, I'm very much into this idea.
Absolutely. And I'm so invested in this universe and in what Gunn's doing. And I'm so excited about it. If everything got scuttled and everything, like, oh my God, that would be devastating.
Really would. I mean, that would be, weirdly, it was some of the most devastating news I've, as far as like being a fan in this space we're talking about, is like the day that we found out that Cavill really wasn't coming back after all.
Yeah.
Was rough. Like,
that was rough.
As far as like my fan feelings go, that was a really hard blow. Because you'd been in limbo for forever, and then it was a win, and then just a few weeks later, no. Mm-hmm. And then we found out later about, well, here's how some things happened, and basically some people at Warner Brothers were talking way out of turn and got everyone excited and shouldn't have.
Mm-hmm.
But
they were trying to announce it and force their hand, make something happen that they didn't really. And fucking Zaslav and Gunn were just like, oh no,
yeah.
but we announced it.
Yeah, that's not a problem for us. Like you made one hard meeting for a few people. That's about it. But yeah, it'd be rough to see it come and go like artificially. I don't mind watching it come and go to see if like how it actually goes. I guess.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be scuttled.
No, I think there's it's part of what you're buying right now. It's making money and it's doing fine. And there's plenty of stuff going that it would be too much of a waste too much pot committal to just bail on. Mm-hmm. Like, plus, like there are contracts, and I don't know where we are in his 4 years, but there was he's got stuff built in that he can extend with. I don't know what the fuck that's going to do with him, but like it's not like 4 years and we're out and we're just going to see what happens. It's not going to be all that cut and dry in all likelihood.
Yeah, I mean, I could see because it's Warner Brothers, I could see them doing something stupid.
Oh, entirely possible. Yeah,
and because it's Paramount possibly buying them,
yeah,
I could really see them doing.
No,
something
there's
stupid.
100% a chance. I don't know what percent it really is, but there is a real chance that in a year, well, like you said, maybe under a different podcast of a different name, that we sitting here talking about.
Yeah.
How well,
I mean, we'll still talk about it.
It didn't look like it was going a certain way, but it did not. I can't rule that out. Much as that would be nice. All right, one last thing in terms of coming up. Did you catch the old trailer for the next one?
Yeah.
So as he announced on wherever he's announcing things now, I see him on Threads.
Yeah.
He referenced Threads in like the Hollywood Reporter article or something the other day. So I think he's starting to think of that as his go-to space for announcing Peacemaker stuff. Although he's right, like over there, that community is pretty lively. Yeah. So there, though, is where he said, like, no, the next one's 57 minutes.
Yes. This one is, this one was what, 33?
Yeah, 33. And I got mad when I saw the 33. Like, I had feelings about that. Jesus fucking Christ. Like, how are we going to make this? How are we going to get everything I want to see in here in 33 minutes? And then they still managed to get a fuck ton of the stuff I wanted to see in 33 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, you're like, God, even if we do another 30-minute episode, like, I don't know how to get all the stuff I want to pay off in here. And then, an hour, I've got a much bigger shot of that.
Yeah, 57. More than 57 minutes. Yeah. That is exciting.
It is. And we're going to crawl through a bunch of universes here. We're going to have some fun.
Yeah.
I have laid out publicly a side bet that weird little spider skull is David Cornsweat.
Mm-hmm. Why would it be David Cornsweat?
I don't know. I just thought it was. Like, I wasn't paying attention to the screen. I heard it scream, and I went, that's fucking David Cornsweat. And then I went back
and think he just wanted to be a part of Peacemaker, and Gunn was like, all right, you can be a screaming skull spider.
maybe a little. I mean, it would be a funny Easter egg, but even then, it wouldn't work that way. It's not. So, I mean, unless he screamed while I know they're being filmed, a few hundred yards from each other, but it's not like the ADR booth's there. They probably did that somewhere else, probably in LA.
Well, yeah.
So it's not like that could have gone that way. At the same time, it kind of could have. They do have boom mics, and he could just go yell. But I actually did. This is a really dumb guess that I put a few minutes into. I understand that I'm already wrong about this. Don't worry. But I really was like, no, that really does sound like it enough. That I went back and found in, the shot in the film where he pops his, not Superman's finger, when he breaks Ultraman's hand a little bit. Okay. There's during that last fight, right after he's been unmasked, and Ultraman's, it's the two corn sweats faces. There's one spot where he pulls his thumb back and breaks his thumb. And the Ultraman, Ultraman screams, does like a proper, ah! I wouldn't listen to that, wouldn't listen side by side. I'm like, all right, I know that could also just be two dudes screaming, but it kind of sounds like it.
It might be, man. It might be.
Throwing it out there, why not?
I mean, I have faith in you.
I don't think I do on this one, but. But I have been right about weirdness like this before, and
no. No. Come on, man.
But why not?
Believe in yourself. Yeah. Believe in yourself, man.
It would be a funny as hell little Easter egg. I would do it if I were them.
Yeah, I'm excited because Gunn is talking about how this is one of his favorite things he's done. This 8th episode coming up.
Yeah.
It was crazy and never seen anything like this. Just really building it up.
Yeah, and we're going to explore a bunch of sets. Yeah, I know.
Don't fucking build it up, Gunn. So I'll be sitting there going, that was it? It's just show me some spider fuckers and I saw like a mushroom. That's all that. That's not a real thing. Yeah. You just showed me some pretty places. I see that shit on Strange New Worlds. I don't need that.
True. I did like, he does a long speech on that cast about how a lot of times when you go to another, universe, everything's different. And like, there's one thing that's the same. And like, he wanted to do a version here where everything's the same and there's just the one thing different, which is weird because if you have any kind of like if there's any kind of like statistical sense in you, you feel like that's complete bullshit. It would just be all different. It wouldn't be everything except this Chris. I can just replace him and no one will notice.
Well, if you go by the theory though, that probability wise, if everything that's possible is 100% probable within a multiverse, then everything's going to be exactly the same except for the Nazis won the war. Yeah. So like, they probably had, people of color in camps, making peanut butter and making fucking Pokemon. Right. And all this stuff that like I'm seeing people online be like, but wait a minute. Yeah. Like, the Nazis were allied with Japan, so they probably still have Pokemon. Fuck you. Yeah.
And also, it doesn't mean you don't have, somebody asked about, like, would that mean there's, like, no products that were ever created by, any POC? No. Like, it's just that those people have absolutely no rights to their own lives anymore. They could still probably invent it. We're just going to take the credit immediately. That's probably how that works over in that system. Like, right. It's a tried and true system in many real life forms. Mm-hmm.
So within the world line theory, everything is 100% probable within given an infinite scape.
Yeah, you can find
or scope. So
you can find the right iteration anywhere. The only part of you that's going to be statistically just thrown by it is that there are 100 doors in that room. Yeah. And the idea of one of those 100 doors, I think I've gone over this already. The idea of one of those 100 doors being that particular universe is stupidly low odds, just impossible odds. Mm-hmm. Even that those three would have the same family, where impossible odds that it would come into the 100. Hey, weird side. Last question, I guess maybe. You think we'll get any more info on that dude that's been taking out his little rat pests all season?
I don't.
You think they're gonna leave it
there? My guess is we're going to leave Rat Dude up to nothing. Mm-hmm. Like, he's just going to be like a guy who was there. Right. Although it looks like Argus is actively exploring this place.
Well,
So that would be, I hope we see him again. That'd be fun.
I think we will probably see him. Honestly, this is like 5 months later, and he seems pretty chill. I think we're going to find he's pretty much embedded with the Argus people at this point.
Maybe. I don't think we'll see Keith again this season.
No, I don't think so. I think he was meant to die in that episode and is probably not in, like, whatever was built into 8 stays there. If we see him again, it'll be in a big role.
And Keith did not die, by the way.
No.
I saw a lot of people asking if Keith was dead. I don't know how you got that.
Absolutely not. No, he's still breathing.
The last time we see him, he's like in an ambulance. He's got tubes in his nose, and he is gritting his teeth and looking like he is enraged.
Yeah, he's actively experiencing the emotion. He's a little bit in shock. Physically, it looks like shaking, but
yeah,
that is a man who is surviving his wounds this evening. That's what I'll tell you.
Yeah, and but I think if we get another season, we'll get him back. But I don't think we're coming back to him yet.
No, not anything more than a flashback or a reference. He might have another scene, but it'll be a cut back to another moment. He won't be He won't be going forward.
Yeah. But what do you think is going to happen in this episode?
In this final 8, man, I really don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Chris just wants to be in jail. Like, that was his final play. He got them all out.
Right.
He's finally got a chance to kind of earn some sense of morality that he thinks he's deserving of something.
He wants to be punished. He wants to be away from everyone so he can't hurt anyone again.
Yeah. I mean, he's just trying to balance his fucking score. And that, we didn't say anything about, like, the best line, really, or the main. This is the point of this season, was that line while he's losing his shit. It's not your universe. It's not my universe. It's me.
Yeah.
The whole point of this season has been that line. And it was rough, and he did a goddamn good job with it.
Yeah.
But it's a great lesson. It's gonna leave Chris in a weird place. Like in the trailer coming up, he's I don't want to see him. Why? Because I'm the fucking angel of death or whatever. He just wants these people to leave and let him rot in a cell because that's the least harm he can do. And maybe he could feel good about himself if he doesn't do any more. But they're not gonna let him.
No.
I just don't know. What is it in this? Like, what is it in 5 months later what motivations are still there? Like, Rick Flag's still looking for what exactly?
Oh, wait, does it jump ahead 5 months?
I think it does. Maybe
Okay.
I think it does. Yeah, I want to say it's in the trailer that it says 5 months later.
Okay, well, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, I might have. If I'm getting that wrong, I'm going to be close-ish. He's in jail already and his wounds are healed and they've set up camp. Like, some time has passed.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know what exactly Rick's looking for. Like, he's just sort of going fishing in all the portals, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's looking for Rick Jr., a version of Rick Jr.
Maybe.
I don't know.
He's looking for something.
It might just be he might not be looking for anything. It might just be like a standard, like, okay, well, we wrap this up, but now the government wants to know what the fuck is up with these things.
Gotta explore all the holes. Yeah.
Yeah. Which you would too.
Of course. Kidding me? God, I would do them personally. I'd be the first one in the red suit.
Are you? Yeah, right.
Red suit number 1.
I would at the very least put on the suit and stand outside the door and be like, I'm looking.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just looking.
I'm not saying I'm going to barge into the door, but you're not going to be able to keep me out of going into a bunch of portals for other universes, especially if you told me it's not going to, like, rip me cell from cell the moment I enter it.
Yeah.
I don't want to become a particle. But other than that, I think I'm happy to run in there.
Right.
Yeah, I genuinely don't know how to predict it because I don't know what our motivations are. All I know is the 11th Street kids are going to want him out and want him back. I'm glad that there's more about what they're happy about. I'm glad that Hardcore and him have said some stuff out loud, or at least, with their body said it out loud.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really know.
I think they already said it with their bodies.
On the boat.
On the boat, which Gunn says we're going to get that flashback scene.
We do get the boat scene, which he did say that was his favorite scene of all the ones so far, which he's had a favorite scene of all the ones so far, I think, every episode. He's a very enthusiastic guy.
Oh, no. I'm very interested to see it, though.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting sleepy.
Yeah, go for it.
We probably need to wrap it. All right. Well, thank you so much, guys, for listening to DC on Screen. And hopefully we will be DC on Screen for a long, long time. And we'll be exploring Gunn's version of the DC universe on film and television. And DCOnscreen.com patreon.com/DC on Screen for all of our exclusive whatsits and so forths. $1 a month gets you every episode ad free, and $5 a month gets you that plus exclusives. So I'm about to put up a warm up we did from last week where we were just talking about Mike Judge cartoons.
True.
But it was a fun 5 or 6 minutes.
That was good.
And yeah, dude, I'm super sleepy. So thank you for listening. And until next time, when we'll be talking about a freaking season finale, maybe series finale, who knows, of Peacemaker. Keep some DC on your screen.
I'm gonna treat this like it's the final DC on my screen for this show, and just it'll be better for me emotionally.
Yeah, but we also know that we're gonna see these characters again.
Yeah,
they'll be back.
Yeah,
We'll be back.
Yeah. Anyway,
something will happen.
Of course. Bye.